Thank you very much. I want to thank Inspire TV for giving me this moment to reach out to people in another form and in another aspect. I am Yaa Gladys Viban, and I have had 28 years of progressive experience working with youth and women and young girls especially. Employed at the Presidency of the Republic and seconded to the then Ministry of Women's Affairs, where I worked for about 13 years. And after that, I then had a job to work as a Cultural Affairs Assistant at the U.S. Embassy in Yaoundé in Cameroon, where I spent the larger part of my professional life. My passion is to hone and harness the leadership skills of young women for the next generation. So I'm trying to inspire the next generation of female leaders. But in the meantime also, I am retired and I have served in a diplomatic mission for about 17 years. But I started my work in the then Ministry of Women's Affairs, where I worked for about 13 years. As I said, I am passionate about youth and women. I am people-focused and I am Christ-driven. So most of the work that I do will evolve around youth, women, and of course, Jesus Christ. I'm also a very proud mother of 3 young, beautiful daughters. I call them my angels, and that is who I am in a nutshell. I am, in my retirement, I have been involved in a lot of motivational speaking. So I have coined what I call a thematic motivational speaker. So when you have a subject or a theme that you would like someone to talk on, I add a little bit of passion to that discussion so that it not only addresses the issue at hand, but it also motivates the person to be a better person and not a bitter person. I have been invited to speak on different topics and in different areas and subjects. I also talk about leadership, honing and harnessing the leadership skills that women have, and telling the women that they are wonderfully and beautifully created in the image of God, and that they should always stand up and stand out and speak up, especially with regard to violence against women, with regard to cultural and traditional aspects of their lives that stifle them from being a nation builders. I've also engaged pastors and female pastors on team building, public speaking skills, and also on how to preserve peace and unity in the church and in the country. I would like to think that by God's grace, my life has had an impact, because in church circles, I am currently the chairperson of the East Mongo North Presbytery of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon, and I'm also a member of the Synod ESCO, which is about 11 people that decide on the affairs or the running of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon. So we thank God for that. Also, I am a proud member of the Christian Women Fellowship, and I am an elder in my congregation. My passion is singing, so I love gospel music. So I also try to hone and harness the skills of the Transformational Youth Choir in the Presbyterian Church in Bastos. Now, as far as associative work is concerned, I am currently the advisory board chair of the Hope for the Needy Association, which is an organization that is based in the Bamenda in the Northwest region, and I'm the advisory board chair. I'm also a founding member of the African Women Leadership Network, which has status with the United Nations, and also Suroptimus International, which is a humanitarian organization, and we have a Yaoundé chapter which takes care of the needy as well, and also tries to bring some love and light into the lives of the underprivileged. In traditional circles, I am called Yaa, which means Queen Mother, and it's one of the highest titles that can be bestowed upon you by the paramount font of the Nso land. So I am a daughter of Nso and a proud holder of the title of Yaa. And I think it was in recognition of my work in the community and my interpersonal skills, also with people who hail from the Nso tradition. As far as government is concerned, as I mentioned earlier, I worked with the Ministry of Women's Affairs for about 13 years, but my work also at the U.S. Embassy for well over 18 years earned me an award of the Chevalier de l'Ordre de la Valeur, and I am a proud holder of the Knight of the Cameroon Order of Valor. And I think that that is also in recognition of some of my small contributions to nation building. So I am very thankful to God for an opportunity to serve the people in church circles and also in government circles and traditional circles. So I consider myself a blessed woman. Of course, you know that there can be no bed of roses without thorns. So every life, they say, some sun must shine, and into every life some rain must fall. So I have had my share of ups and downs in life, but I want to think that my biggest challenge came in December of 2000 when I lost my husband, and that actually put a damper on a lot of things and held me down for quite a while. But as a child of God and fearful, God helped me to rise from the ashes. But it was a very difficult walk because you suddenly find yourself single-handed and raising three young children. But that notwithstanding, I tried to do the best that I could. And I just want to let women out there know that even when you fall, that is not important. It is learning to get up when you fall. That is what is important. Of course, I have had so many other challenges, especially when you're in leadership. You are bound to encounter a lot of setbacks and a lot of pull downs, but that is not what is important. We just stay focused and you keep your eyes on the crown and you keep forging ahead. So that is what I did, and I thank God for that. My advice to the youth will be in an acronym, and it says I care. I, meaning integrity, that you do the best that you can do and do things not only when people are watching. You do the right thing even when people are not watching. The C stands for your communication skills. You should be able to build your communication skills so that when you stand up and you speak, people will know that somebody has said something valuable. The A is for accountability. Young people should be accountable for everything that they do. Don't think that nobody is watching or nobody is seeing. Just be the best. Put your best foot forward every single time and every occasion that you have. The R is for respect. We realize that a lot of young people, many young people today, do not have respect. Even respect for themselves. If you respect yourself, you will dress properly. You will look neat. You'll be responsible, and therefore respect not only for others, but respect also for yourself. The E is for excellence. Please do not be mediocre. When you want to do anything, do it to the best of your ability. There is a little poem that we learned in primary school, and it says, good, better, best. Do not rest until your good becomes better and your better becomes best. So just always be good and be the best that you can be in life. And I will add another dash to it, and that is the dash of passion. You must be very passionate in everything that you do, because if you do not have passion, you'll just begin to die gradually. So be passionate. Combine your passion with your knowingness, with your beingness, with your amazingness, and you'll be just a wonderful young citizen of the world. Be the best that you can. Be the rainbow in somebody's cloud. And also, I will end with my mantra, which is, a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. Keep lighting those candles, and others will also light your own candle. Thank you.